Minnesota State press conference. Minnesota State fell to Sioux Falls 24-14 today at Blakesley Stadium. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Thanks, Nick. Give Sioux Falls credit. Obviously, they came in here and played a tough physical football game. They ran the football well, and we didn't do enough offensively to match their firepower and what they put on the board. I thought our defense had a gallant effort. I think there was a number of things that we can get better at, and I put that on us as coaches. We got to put our players in better positions to make plays.
All
right. Was Ricky injured?
No.
Second half, or did you just decide to go with Nick?
Not to my knowledge. No,
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
What was the thought then of, because he had a decent first half, played Nick the whole second half?
Yeah, I mean, quarterback decisions and who plays at what moments are obviously based off of how we feel things are going and who we feel gives us the best chance to win.
Did you think if you could hold him to 24, you'd be able to win?
I knew we were going to have to get to 30, I thought, to win the football game. But you never know how a football game's going to unfold. I thought defensively, like I said earlier, gave a very gallant effort and did a decent job. They took a lot of time off the clock at the end of the game where they got 3 first downs on 3 separate scenarios in a row where they melted about 4 or 5 minutes off the clock. And unfortunately, we got the ball back with about 2 minutes left and didn't do much with it. We ended up turning the ball over, but Shane obviously had a great catch down the sideline. But we got to do a better job putting the ball in the end zone. I think a lot of things that we could have done earlier were in the red zone in the first half. We were 3rd and short and 4th and short in the first half where we didn't convert. Crucial situations, I thought USF had the upper hand and converted more special situations, tough situations, red zone opportunities. So I think, there's things that we can do better as coaches, and obviously I'm proud of our players' effort today.
As you're watching Sioux Falls in that second half, did that look like Minnesota State football the last 3 or 4 years?
Watching them?
Watching them play.
I was focused on what we were doing, but they did enough to win the football game. They ran the ball very well. Took a lot of time off the clock. They minimized our opportunities, and unfortunately, we didn't do a lot with the opportunities that we had. We had too many 3-and-outs today.
Yeah, but what made their offense so tough there?
I guess I don't know. I guess there was just a lot of situations where guys really weren't doing, 100% of their job. They were close, but obviously there were a lot of free running lanes, and they were able to melt the clock a lot and get a lot of long drives where we were holding them in the first half, and a couple situations where we would have them wrapped up and you'd bounce it, and I think on the one long touchdown run that the quarterback had, we had him dead in the water, and he broke a couple tackles and went down the sideline, where if we just do our job like we're coached to, this kind of stuff doesn't happen, and maybe it turned out to be a different ending.
Shane, it seemed like you guys were able to hit some big plays, but maybe the consistency of the long drives wasn't there after the first couple. Was there a little frustration at not picking up, especially at third quarter, not being able to move the ball a little bit?
Yeah, obviously there's frustration comes when you can't move the ball, but they're getting to the quarterback quick. They have a great defensive end at number 44, so it makes it hard to get time, but I thought the offensive line did a good job throughout the entire game.
Did you feel pretty good at halftime? You guys have moved the ball pretty well in the first half, and you gave up the late score, but
Yeah, you don't feel good being down. I felt good about our defensive effort in the first half. I thought we left some points out there offensively in the first half, and the Sioux Falls team has scored 200 of their 344 points in the second half going into today, and today was no different. They scored 10 in the first half and 14 in the second half, so that means they scored enough, but we needed to do a better job in all phases of the game. Coach did more to help our players out, but give Sioux Falls credit. They came in here and did what they had to do to win a football game.
And does this feel like a playoff loss?
I mean, yeah, obviously we were playing a definite playoff caliber team, pretty high playoff caliber team, if you ask me. And I mean, the last couple of years that I've been here, obviously in 2014, 2015, both close playoff losses, especially last year, losing at the last minutes. But I mean, we were prepared all week. I thought it was one of our better weeks of practice, if not our best, and we had a long time to prepare for them. I felt like everyone, like talking to all the guys, it seemed like everyone was ready to go on Friday morning when we were done playing Southwest. So I don't know, especially a game like this, you pour your heart and soul into it so much, and then to come up short is, I don't know, it's just obviously it's not a good feeling. It's a pretty devastating feeling, I'd say.
Shane, is there anything you think the offense can take out of this game? You're one of the guys looking into the future here, and just to see what was able to work and what was it not working. Is there something you can take from this game you think that'll help you and some of the other younger kids in the future here?
Right. I mean, we're just gonna have to watch the film. I don't know. I didn't see the other side of the ball, obviously, when I was in, but you know, just keep making plays down the field. We got some younger linemen and some younger receivers that we're confident in. I think we can continue to make plays, and it's just all about the next man up.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.